I'm back with another video. It's been a few weeks. I know I said I was going to do a Travis Scott update. However, that video tanked. I was expecting it to do better. I put tags in. I know the Juice WRLD one has like over 1,000 views. I'm like, hey, why don't I do this again? And it didn't do as well, but is that gonna stop me? No. I'm gonna probably finish the Travis Scott video soon. Like, there's the other half. My power went off. I couldn't really finish the video and I was really tired as well, so I just thought, why don't I do like a mini little video in between. So here we go. The video we have today, me ranking Nirvana's albums. I know what you're gonna say, like, don't they only have like 3 or 2 albums? Yes, that is true. Nirvana doesn't have a lot of albums because Kurt Cobain sadly passed away before they could make a 4th studio album. However, I will count their 3 studio albums, and I will count Incesticide. Even though that's a compilation album, I do kind of consider it a little bit of an album because of how there's some unreleased stuff on it and some live things like Been a Sun. And yeah, let's get into it. So my last pick would be Incesticide. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I just don't really dig it. I like a few songs off it. However, it's just not for me. There's a reason why some of them are B-sides. However, though Nirvana has really good B-sides, not all of them flop, but I would say this album, I can't really enjoy it and consume it like their other pieces of work. Number 3 is Bleach, their debut studio album that came out in 1989. This is one of my favorite grunge albums of all time. Is it one of my favorite Nirvana albums? No. I don't want to be like attacked by any hardcore fans. It's really, for me, the production is just not fully there. The production is supposed to be messy, I know. However, I enjoy the production on, I guess, their top 2 albums more than this album. However, this album does not come short with songs. I would say literally 7/8 of this album's catalog are all songs I love. Flood, Floyd the Barber, About a Girl, Big Cheese, Mr. Mustache, Swap Me. I could go on. These are all amazing songs. Negative Creep, amazing grunge songs. I would say if this album was like bigger, if this was released when Nirvana was famous, like after they got famous, that this album would probably be more critically like acclaimed. However, this is a really good debut album, and I still love this album. It's like a solid 7, 8 out of 10. My opinion between number 1 and number 2 switches. However, I do think I have a significant more liking towards 1 overall, so I'm going to go with that as my number 1. That does not take anything away from how great of and amazing really this album is. This is one of the most influential albums of all time. With that being said, Nevermind is my number 2 favorite Nirvana album and one of my favorite albums of all time. It's one of the best albums to mix rock and pop. I've never seen like pop music be mixed in this like something so like, I don't know how to say, like when you listen to it you don't even realize it's pop, but this is pop rock. Like who really throws around pop rock anymore? It's not really was there ever really a big subgenre of pop rock? Maybe I just don't listen to it enough, but this album, literally every single song is solid. It's a solid 7 or 8 out of 10. One of the biggest songs of all time that changed everything. Smells Like Teen Spirits, Come As You Are. My favorite overall is Breed. The live performances of Breed with Dave Grohl and the drums fucking going crazy. Their intros like at the Paramount or Livin' Loud. It's just insane. One of the greatest albums of all time. And Endless Nameless is such a fucking underrated hidden track. Lounge Act is probably another favorite of mine on this. Even though I don't think this is one of like the band's favorite albums. This is really what gave them their popularity and cemented their influence in music history. One of the biggest albums of all time. And my favorite Nirvana album is In Utero, their 3rd and last studio album. This album was probably one of my favorite albums of really any genre, and probably one of my favorite rock albums. not just for the music inside, but I think the story of the album is really interesting too, with Kurt Cobain just having a kid like a few months before this album was put out. I think it really like dives into like his feelings and like introspective, and even I don't think Kurt Cobain, when he wrote this album, fully realized how much like the influence of like a kid took his like career going. Like even like look at the back, like this got I think like banned, like the covers of their albums, but like the fetus and the even like the anatomy picture of like the eagle woman, I think it's just really interesting. I've always just like really loved the art and really this sound, where I think it's a perfect mix between their stuff on Bleach and Nevermind as like a whole album. This album doesn't even come short with the songs. Well, I mean that's what you were looking at, right? But Serve the Serpents, All Apologies, my bad. Heart Shaped Box, Scentless Apprentice. Is there any more standout ones? Francis Farmer Will Have Her Revenge on Seattle. That's probably my favorite one on this album. However, Rape Me is a really good song too, and I love the message behind that, according to I guess like the fans' perception of it, or at least mine. That was a little video. That was my short list of Nirvana albums, of them being ranked. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully this video does well. I will have the Travis video out in a little bit if I ever get around to it, because I have a lot of schoolwork that's finishing out, so I should be able to post more. Other than that, I hope you guys all have a great day, and bye.